Yo, 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 it's Sully B. How are you? I hope you're doing good. And we be doing some permaculture today. Things first, this little area here, we're going to plant some basil cuttings. Here's the basil. There you go, job done. We got a bunch of beautiful cuttings. This is the balcony of the house, so you want to have herbs. And I planted loads of them just because, like, the more you plant, the more likely they will grow, and also, like, it will just look beautiful. We need abundance, right? Next job is the sweet potato bed. The reason why I'm going to work on the sweet potato bed is because I'm running out of food, so I want to see if we got any sweet potatoes. So I'm going to dig them all up, redo the soil, and replant them. Whoops, I forgot to water my Thai basil cuttings. Great thing about Thai basil is that it's pretty drought tolerant, so, and it's also medicinal, good herb. I might plant this with wild tomatoes, you know, like tomato and basil. That's a good combo. So the thing that clashes, oh shit, I just stepped on Thai basil. So the thing that clashes with my OCD and sweet potatoes is that you don't know if there's sweet potatoes growing in the ground. You can have an idea if you have these big healthy leaves, but unless you've really, like, in control of when you planted everything, you don't know. So anyway, so what I did is I've just dug this whole land up, and then I'm separating these into the water bucket, and then I've got a few sweet potatoes there, so I'm gonna store them, and then I'm gonna weed out everything, replant, cut up these, replant them, redo the soil, mulch the hell out of it so weeds don't come up, only the sweet potatoes. And yeah, also we got other areas, so I'm gonna just, like, go and attack other areas for sweet potatoes as well, just so, like, maybe I can do another bed as well. The cool thing about sweet potatoes is you can actually eat them raw, technically. So that, I mean, for the Western world, no one gives a shit about that because they think cooking is normal, but cooking requires energy. So if you want to save energy, you can just eat a raw sweet potato. Or if you run out of energy, you can eat a raw sweet potato because you don't need to cook it. And yeah, that's kind of useful. Yeah, I forgot to say, you can eat the leaves of the sweet potato as well, so there's a lot of leaves there. But also, yeah, these are all sweet potato cuttings. I'm just putting water on them so they don't dry out and die. Better not take any risks. But yeah, we have a lot of sweet potato cuttings right now, so I think that today is gonna be a sweet potato day. That's for sure. This is what happens if you follow your passion. It's only 9 o'clock and you've harvested a bunch of sweet potatoes. You've got some sweet potato cuttings. You're preparing a bed. You've got planned for the rest of the day. It's only 9 o'clock. You haven't even had breakfast. Coffee, yeah. Read a couple of chapters of a book. Follow your passion. Also, follow your intuition. Just been getting into that right now. Just following my intuition, my internal guidance. Pretty hard because most of our life we've been told what we should be doing and stuff like that, but we're getting there. See that white stuff on the roots? That's a good sign. That's mycelium. Yeah, there's some here. Look at all that mycelium stuff. Yeah, there you go. I'm putting banana chunks around the side if I can find them. The thing is, if I give myself little missions to find stuff, then I discover more things. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like, I had some divine inspiration. The key to this whole game is to, I mean, I'm not really in an emergency situation. I'm fine. I reckon I can survive okay. But if I kind of like act like it's an emergency situation from a permaculture perspective, then I can create abundance, but I can also afford to make mistakes. So like this guy up here, he had a piece of land and he's in an emergency mindset. So what he did was just grew a shitload of onions, sprayed them with chemicals, and yeah, I can see he's got a shitloads of onions right there. But number one, he was actually unsuccessful because he couldn't sell them because everyone else is selling onions. So it wasn't even worth him going to the market. It was more expensive to go to the market. But also, if he was successful with the money, he would still be depleting the land, poisoning the land. So, whereas I don't have many examples because I'm quite a newbie. But at least I can be like, oh, okay, what is the most sustainable way of growing food? I can try out different things. That also creates that biodiversity, because if you're doing different projects, it creates biodiversity. So in the long run, it's always going to be better. But also I can afford to make some mistakes. But it's not like a mistake where I'm like, fuck this, I'm just going to go on a world cruise, you know, and just like fuck the planet. I'm actually making mistakes because I tried to create biodiversity, but I didn't. So life hack, act like it's an emergency situation, but from a permaculture perspective. So yeah, now I've laid out all the cuttings and I've got banana leaves around the side, but now I've got a mulch on top, first of all to block the sun, and also just to stop all the weeds and just create an extra mulch layer. So let's do that. I'm no man's fool, this mulch is the fucking shit. Sorry, pardon my French. So there you have it. 11 o'clock, we got a pile of camote, enough for a few days of feasting, and we got a brand new camote bed. I might be able to get more camote by the time I leave here, but that would be a miracle. So that's a gift for the people who are next going to be here. Check the weather forecast and it doesn't look like it's going to rain today, which is kind of annoying because a bit of rain would help establish my maracuyas, and it's a bit difficult to water here. Did I say maracuyas? I meant camotes, sweet potatoes. But yeah, I'm just worried they're just gonna dry up because I did cover them with mulch, but still I think although I'm just having breakfast and I just want to chill, I should definitely do another watering. Otherwise, I mean, we don't want to, all that time, I don't want that to be wasted. Okay, so afternoon vibes. Just prepared myself another sweet potato bed. We got sugar, river cane and banana chunks all around the side. And then I prepared the soil. But I'm not going to plant the sweet potatoes because it doesn't look like it's raining and watering is a bit of a ball ache right now. So I'm just going to wait till it's definitely going to rain, because then I can just like plant them and then the rain will kind of make them established so they don't dry out. Like these aloe vera babies that I neglected. So yeah, I'm going to keep the sweet potatoes in here for now, moist. This is a crazy flower.